Good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a great day. Great morning, great evening, great whatever time it is where you're at. Hope you're all doing well. We gotta keep it to a bit of a shorter stream today. I'm just doing my typical 3 hours, which is still not short, but shorter. Yeah, we got some stuff to do later. It's Saucy's birthday today. So we'll be doing that. Still our normal sketchbook duration. I just have been going a lot longer lately, so I feel like we're getting used to like the 4 and 5 hour stream. But yeah, for today we're sticking with 3. That's gonna be the deal. I have plans for today. I have like a very good plan of what's going on with the sketchbook today. We're doing my character design again, but I want to do some anime studies because there's some stuff I want to get better at stylizing. So what better way to do that than to create a very excessively anime spread of my character. That is the plan for today. Yeah. Oh, right, I have like maintenance, housekeeping things to touch on. What did I do? I added a new redeem for new viewers. That one's like only 50 blueberries. It's just like a say hi, I'm new. You can give me a wave. I'll say hi back. It'll be very nice. Just a nice little way to say hello if you're brand new here and you want to announce your arrival into the community. That's an easy way to do that. Or if you feel more comfortable lurking, I do not judge you for that either. I am also a chronic lurker. Yeah. What else have I got? Channel points. So I added that reward, and then yeah, just generally you might wanna check the channel points and see what else is going on down there. That might be cool. There might be some interesting things there. Yeah, it shows you the new ones, and I do have the drawing one enabled, the drawing request one enabled again, so you can request stuff for me to add to my sketchbook. Hopefully today we will do that in good time. If you want to request, you'll get it in in a decent amount of time so that I don't have to like scramble at the last minute to add something, but we'll see, we'll see. I do have like a little bit of extra time. It's not like imperative that I end right at 1, but we want to be kind of around there. That's the deal. I think that's all I got for housekeeping. Oh, right, and I should have made a list. I'm always really bad at remembering, like I'll make a mental list and then the mental list will just disappear. Seribot now has ad warnings, so it'll tell you when an ad break is starting. Just a nice little bit of a warning for you there. And if you're curious, I'm gonna do an example. You can type !next ad in chat, and it'll give you the status on when the next ad break is gonna be playing. Yeah, and that's all. The ads just help support me and my channel. Give me even just like a little bit back from all the streaming, and we're saving up to buy a new PC right now because mine is kind of shit. And it'll help me. It'll make me able to play more games and do digital art and stuff like that on stream. That's the word. So that's the plan with that. That's my shill for today. Let's hop on over to the desk camera. I've got a bit of a plan for what we're doing today. Messing around with my lighting and camera settings. I don't know if I actually like that. I'm gonna turn the brightness on the camera up. I try something new and then I can't even make it like a minute into having it on before I'm like, yeah, no, I hate it. Let's get the brightness back. There we go. That should be a little better. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. Good stuff. Okay. So, we're drawing me. I never know how to talk about myself when I'm drawing me. But I do know how to talk about my sketching process, so we can do that at least. I do have sticky notes on me today, but sticky notes might not get used. We're gonna see. First, I'm gonna select like some highlighters to use. I've been very much enjoying my pinks lately, partially because they're like some of the only highlighters I have right now that aren't running out and in need of replacement. That's definitely got something to do with it. But I'll show you guys my sketching process for these, because that's always fun to go over. Sure, we'll stick with that. And I'm gonna light a candle just for fun. I know you guys can't see this part, but this one's for me. There we go. Okay, we're ready. So, lately I have not been sketching with pencil like at all, because pencil's like just not that fun. I only really ever do pencil sketching when I'm working on a school project. For those who aren't familiar, I'm a second-year character design student. So really, my sketches only come in when I am working on a character design, or not just a character design, but like a school sketch period. But myself and also a lot of my friends from school have started like sketching but with color. So that's where the highlighters come in. We're using the highlighters to kind of do the sketches. That's the plan, at least. That's the goal. So the way I kind of do that, let's just do like a headshot to start. I haven't really gotten warmed up yet, so probably best to just do like some nice loose sketches to get caught up. And we're gonna try and focus on very much like the shapes that anime typically uses. And I'm gonna try and squash my proportions a little bit because anime has more squashy proportions. That's the goal. I immediately folded the corner of my page. Oh no! Okay, so we're gonna do that. I guess I better give myself a neck also. That's kind of important. I was gonna switch my music so you guys aren't listening to Robot Synth for the entire stream also. As good as it is, I'm trying to just use it for like my opening music. I have some more backgroundy type music for the rest of it. That's hopefully okay. If audio levels are weird, just let me know in chat. I changed my my microphone input volume a little bit because it was way too loud and it kept peaking when I was recording stuff. So hopefully that's like not too quiet and you can still hear me. It looks okay on my little audio graph, but I'm not a tech person, so I mess these things up sometimes. Okay, and then from there, once we get the base in with the blue marker, then we go on top with another color to kind of pick out the details. And I really need to be like committing myself to making this stuff look a little bit simpler. Again, we're trying to stylize. We're trying to extrapolate on like my pre-existing design and style, which is nice because it'll help this all go quicker. But it's nicer to have like a base design to work off of for this kind of thing. I would definitely be like struggling right now if I didn't have a design that we already knew to base everything off of. Okay. I'm working on like the very spiky hair, but I also want to work on like having really fun shapes in the hair. And since I am a jackalope, if you don't know that about my VTuber, actually fun fact, that's what animal kind of thing I'm based off of. I'm technically a cryptid. But I was thinking we could add these like long kind of floppy ears. Well, not ears, but you know, strands of hair that look like ears is the intention with those at the front. And then I might make this hair in the back like shorter and choppier. And then have like the little kind of points like that with anime hair. And cowlick. Cowlicks are just like my style thing, but I like them on whatever character I'm drawing, and they are a thing in anime, so. I think if I'm doing like a super anime style, I do need bangs, because I feel like most anime characters have some sort of like bangs going on. So I feel like that is appropriate. I might change it. I might do more of like a Sailor Moon style, because I love Sailor Moon. Can you reduce my window size, please? There we go. Nope, not that. Always technical difficulties. Never goes smoothly. There we go. Okay. So I got a little bit more of that going. I'm not really changing much of my design features. I think my hair and my face are going to be like the biggest things I'm changing. We're going to keep the clothes all the same because I like my clothes. Something I really want to get doing as I learn to do more character design is study some Pokemon trainer designs, like all the gym leaders and stuff, because they have like fantastic silhouettes and stuff with their hair, and it's just so fun. It just works so well. And I definitely want to like get better at doing hairstyles that, you know, even though they're a little bit like wacky or weird or don't necessarily adhere to like the logic of the real world. I want to do ones that give the character a good silhouette. And I think that's important. Okay. So, I mean, I've seen people do this with more colors. I know some of my art school friends do it with more colors. I kind of just do it with 2 and then come in with the line art pens. That's kind of my deal with it. And I mean, if you're itching to try this sketch style, obviously, it's one of those things where you just like take the things from it that work for you. Like all art, really. Just like adapt the parts that you want to work for you. And then other than that, you know, like, you know your art best, you know what works best for you. Go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. So, typically what I do is I start with the brush pen. I'm gonna try and figure out the hair with the brush pen first, is gonna be my deal. Because I think trying to figure out these little, like, the big pieces of hair at the front are gonna be difficult. I've been looking at a lot of VTuber art lately. And if you guys don't know, I rig my own VTubers. I'm self-taught. And I'm definitely still learning quite a bit. So I want to do, I think, once I have a little bit more time to work on this kind of stuff, obviously, I want to do some more iterations of my VTuber design and my VTuber rigging, because I'm just at this point where I'm itching to grow with it. I know I can do better if I put in some time. So I'm excited to try that. But one thing I've kind of learned with it is like having a more stylized VTuber makes it a lot easier to rig. Although it kind of depends on what the stylizations are. Stylizations, that's the word. Like, for example, having a smaller mouth is way easier to rig because it doesn't get in the way of the other stuff on the face. That's kind of the biggest problem I've had with my lip sync, is I draw my mouths, I think, a lot bigger than a lot of other anime styles do. Not that my style is really super anime or anything. It's kind of got a mix of everything in there. But yeah, a lot of the VTubers utilize like smaller mouths, and I don't know, I'm sure for some people it's just an aesthetic thing, but I think genuinely makes rigging a little bit easier because you don't have to worry quite so much about like it falling off the face when you're trying to do head turns and all of that kind of stuff. This said, I am like still pretty new to doing the VTuber stuff, so maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm saying a bunch of bullshit, but that's, I think, at least what I've noticed, is that some of those stylization things are like tactical. Let's see. But I definitely want to have like that more rounded face shape there. I think that looks okay. And then where are my pens? I'll use this one. The inking pens I use are like literally the Micron manga pack. And I use them for everything because they come with such a nice variety of pen sizes and types. They've been like my go-to inking pens for quite a while. I really like them. May have drawn that too big, but that's fine. That's like the point of doing the sketches. I'm just trying to get myself used to the style. Because I feel like it's already kind of just like creeping its way back into my normal art style. We're gonna draw some anime eyes on the side of the page. I'm excited to do that because I want to play with eye shape and stuff. Because I feel like this eye shape that I've got right now just really isn't suiting the character. So I want to play with that a little bit. Bring the brows down a little bit. I feel like I need to do thin brows for the anime character, but I always forget. And then we'll do like this style of eye. And then heavy bottom lashes, not really much on the top. I'll just do like these little like bumps. Something like that looks okay, I think. And then I'll grab a smaller size pen. If we were doing like a more finalized piece, I'd come back in and I'd add some texture for the hair, but I am kind of just trying to keep this sketchy, so we're gonna stick with this for now. Yeah, I feel like I've made like a baby version of myself. I look so much younger. So we're gonna try and bring it back to like still looking like my character, just anime. I think that's kind of the plan here. So let's think about some eye shapes here, shall we? I definitely want like a more like this kind of shape. I don't know how to describe that, but like, you know what I mean? I guess that's why we have the visual example, right? I think that helps. I think that's a nice clean sketch. Doing something small like this makes it really easy. I feel bad for this poor page. I'm bending it so much, but this is like kind of a sketchbook where I'm allowed to be messy. I don't know how well these colors lay over top of each other, honestly. It shows up, I think, a little bit better on the camera than it does in real life, which is a first. Typically the camera screws up my colors. Although maybe the fact that you can see them means that it's screwing it up. Who knows? Alright, and let's try and detail that. Actually, I won't use the brush pen. I'm gonna use the graphic pen. I like this one a lot. The nice one to be like super sketchy with, which I try and keep my line art more sketchy, but I feel like a lot of the time I get in my head about it and then it becomes not sketchy. But I don't know, I love the look of loose line art. I think it's so nice. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this eye shape a lot more. It makes it look less like a child, which I think is important. We'll just add like the little eyelashes on top. I think I'm gonna adopt like a similar highlight style as Sailor Moon uses, just cause I love Sailor Moon. I'm a big Magical Girl fan, if you haven't been around here before. I love magical girls, I love just like the designs, I love the fun, stupid magic. My own comic is a story about magical boys, kind of just extrapolated from the whole magical girl theme. And so yeah, it's kind of a big part of my art now. There we go. Okay. Let's try another drawing. Oh, I've been using this pink marker a lot. It's starting to fade as well. I know someone who like starts to use them like as they fade to do really cool layering and stuff with the markers, but to me it just feels like so weird to draw with like the marker like as it's starting to dry out. Like it just becomes less enjoyable. So I'm like, I kind of want to like avoid it, but like at the same time I don't want to throw away the marker until it's actually like unusable, because then I'm just being wasteful. So we walk this very fine line. There we go, something like that looks alright. Although I feel like I keep butchering the little sun charm and making it way too big. It grows with every iteration. And it's already pretty big. Alright, let's do the horns. I haven't been drawing the little star charms on the horns for the sketches, but I will put them back in for the final, as long as I remember, because I do forget them sometimes. Okay, let's try those bunny ears again, and then I'm gonna make the back of the hair shorter to kind of contrast. So we want like this shape, right? I should have done this first. I think the one thing is that like I'm kind of trying to keep everything nice and sharp, and these are not, and like they're bunny ear, well it's hair, but it's supposed to look like bunny ears, so they maybe would look better if they were rounded, but I don't know how like the rounded ends of the hair would look. Maybe if I like, nope, I do not like that. I'll draw for that with a marker when I get there. Kind of ditching the shaved side of the head in favor of these, so we'll see how I feel about that. I'm unsure. I like my shaved side, but I don't know. This is the thing with character design. We try different things even though we're not sure about them, because sometimes it genuinely like just does help. Oh, and then I completely forgot the eye shape that I was actually going for. Nice. Went into all that effort of like trying to design it and then just nope. Absolutely not. very pink. It's quite fun. Pink isn't really a color I typically use for myself, so it's looking a little bit different. Looking very strawberry vibes. That's the wrong pen. Let me find the brush pen. I'm gonna make these like just a touch shorter, I think. And then choppier at the side. Something like that I think is pretty cute. Then if we add like the little like fold over here, so we have kind of an outside and an inside of the bunny ear. I know I'm doing the interesting shapes with the hair is hard, man. And like we're walking a fine balance between like fun shape language and like making it still look like it could be hair. I think that's tricky. I think they might be too much right now. It might be a little bit overdone. Like they're cute and I see the vision, but like I don't think it's coming together the way I maybe hoped that they would. I think that's where I'm at with those. Let's line the rest of the thing and see how it all looks together. I was gonna use paint for this today, but we'll see. Oh, is this one already starting to have issues? This is the one thing with the microns. They do kind of die quite fast. Especially like this one. Which is sad. I love the graphic pen. Not super focused on the outfit. Like I said, the actual like outfit design and stuff is really good, so it's mostly just the style, and the style is gonna come down to mostly the face. Yeah, I think these front pieces of hair are maybe like too big. Like I maybe need to shrink them down a little bit. Like I think we'll still get the idea if they're not like quite as crazy, you know? Okay, let's add the eyes, even though I've kind of already messed up the shape of them a little bit. Let's still try and get what I actually planned on in there. On any of these things, when they're just a sketch, I don't worry too much. It's more about getting the idea down than it is, like, perfecting it. That's a good joke. It took me a minute. I'm like, are you trying to tell me facts about a game I don't play? That's really funny. Welcome to chat. It's nice to have you here. How are you doing today? Okay. I think I have my proportions slightly off, but that's okay. It's a sketch, it's a sketch, it's a sketch. I want to do one more try with the front hair pieces before I decide that they're not working. So let's move down to here. Using the blue again, using a similar angle to the first sketch. That was kind of just on accident, but we'll roll with it. Just to kind of see the variations. What pen haven't I used yet? I don't know. I want to use this one again. I think this is... Actually, no, let's use the red one. The red one is, I think, still the best. Still my favorite. It's my favorite color, so I'm biased, but that's fine. As long as it layers well over the blue. Trying to make the little horns a little bit thinner. If we're doing an anime style, I think that's better. And then bunny ears. Maybe if we have the folds kind of from behind the ears. I'd have to look at a picture of a jackalope. I don't think that's how it works, but it's also not real, so I can kind of do whatever I want with it, I guess. I don't know if I can do Sailor Moon style bangs with the hairstyle I currently have going on. It's kind of just like a mash of different stuff, but we'll have like these kind of pointy edges, make it really short and cropped. I'm not even gonna bother with the collar. I know the collar is good. I know how to draw it. We're trying to just get the design nailed down so I can take it to the fancy sketchbook, and then we can do more work on it there. I feel like I struggle with making these like super chibi cartoony face proportions. Made the nose too high on that one. At least I got the eyes right this time. Something like that. Okay. I think making the ear bits a little bit smaller was the way to go. I'm gonna just keep it at that. I don't want to waste too much time here, especially because I'm on a time limit today. So why don't we move over to the fancier sketchbook? I'll show that off for a minute, and then we'll move on over to the other thing. And by the other thing, I mean literally the same book. Just another page in it. That's what I was getting at. My brain is still like half off today, I think. There we go. Okay. So, this is my fancy sketchbook. If you're new here, this is like the weekly project. Let me hide this from myself for a minute. Okay, there we go. Let's go to page 1. It shouldn't take too long. So I fill out like a page in this book once a week on stream. That's been our little project. That's coming along. We've been doing it pretty much since the start of the year. So here's where we're at today. I said I wanted to use paint, and I think that is still true. I think I do still want to do paint. I said I never sketch with pencil anymore. We're gonna do the sketch in pencil. I do pencil for stuff like this. If the sketch isn't gonna be covered up, I do it in highlighter. But we're just gonna kind of try and like borrow from that. I'm gonna try and do a fun pose. That's always the hard part. I always complain about it, but fun pose, and I'm gonna try and get those like anime proportions down. Emphasis on try though. I'm gonna do my best. Let me sit more awkwardly, but more comfortably. That's the word. In my chair, which means I'm going cross-legged. Ugh. I don't know how to sit in a chair properly. I'm bisexual and I'm an artist. It's a double whammy. I have like a little like kind of like egg cup-shaped chair, and it's really comfy, and I like it because it allows me to sit in weird positions while I draw, which is like the ideal. It's kind of the requirement for a good chair from me. There we go. Making sure the VTube Studio camera can actually see me, because I will be looking down a lot while I do this, and if I don't have it in the right spot, it just will not register. Okay, I'll work on shaping the head in a minute there. Okay, let me pull up some references again. I'm gonna kind of reference the Sailor Moon proportions, so the scale, the proportions are gonna be kind of whack. I'm gonna have to like fight my instincts here, because I feel like my typical art style is a lot more proportional. I definitely have some of like the really long legs creep in there though. That still happens. I loved both Sailor Moon and Monster High growing up. Both art styles that always make the legs like really crazy long. So it's baked into like who I am as an artist now. But I think we can do this. Okay. I think my legs, like, on my VTuber model are already pretty long, so it's just gonna be, like, stylizing them, so we make them a little bit thinner because Sailor Moon. And they're not really super defined in Sailor Moon either. There's, like, a little bit of curve to them, but not much beyond that. Okay, there we go. Move that from behind myself. I need to get more used to where my VTuber sits in relation to everything else on my screen, because I feel like I hide stuff all the time. Trying to do this like cute little like run jump pose. We'll see if it works. I might have to bend this back like as well so it like fits in the page a little bit better. Yeah, I think it'll look better anyway. Then I don't have to worry about like pushing the edges of the page, which I always end up doing and I always hate. But I am still going to make myself like somewhat magical. I'm a big fan of when like people just get like giant pens and stuff as weapons, so because I have my little like ink pen I have tattoo, and someday I will actually rig the toggle for me actually holding one of those, but I've kind of managed to associate that with my character, so I feel like I want to just give myself like a giant one of those. Have that as like a weapon or something in this like theoretical anime world. I've been kind of messing around with like worlds for my little character, kind of accidentally. If you're on my Discord or you follow me on Blue Sky, you've maybe seen that little comic I made recently for one of my classes. And it's based off of a text conversation I had with a friend, but like I also just happened to use my VTuber design because it's a good design of me that I already have finished, so I wouldn't have to worry about like another design element for a comic that I was already working on. And I like gave my friend a new design in this style like from scratch, so I kind of like accidentally established. I don't know if I like the proportions. We'll worry about that in a sec. I kind of accidentally yeah, I definitely don't like it, but we're erasing. I kind of established by accident like a little like world just because my teacher was like encouraging me to make the scenery like a little bit more interesting and trying to like set it somewhere weird where like people wouldn't have phones and stuff because it was based on a text message, and we're trying to extrapolate from that. So I ended up making this like kind of like post-apocalyptic but like nature apocalyptic kind of world, where everyone is just kind of like half cryptid just because cryptid's fun. Like I went off and like, okay, well, like my character is like a jackalope, so like what other fun cryptids are there to do? And there are a lot of them, but Mothman is the obvious pick. We love Mothman around here. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do like a cute little like moth girl as my friend. And that was kind of the start of that. And then I made this like cool like overgrown nature apocalypse world, which is pretty out of character for me, honestly. I don't really like sci-fi. I don't really like apocalypse type media. But for whatever reason, the nature apocalypse thing has just always clicked with me. It's fun. It's like, I mean, I know a lot more media does it now, but like there was a time when it was very like new and different from so much other apocalypse media. I don't know, I think I like how much more like hopeful the nature apocalypse feels. That's probably part of the reason why. I don't know if I made the sketch war sword better, because I still don't think I like it. Okay, let's another go. Let's just do this again. Gonna stick with it until it works. Yeah, the nature apocalypse is just so much more fun. So I have like a theoretical world for my VTuber character now, should I ever feel like developing it. And I feel like maybe I should. I feel like because I'm already like of the mentality that the VTuber and the streamer Sona is like a bit of a character. Like it's a very like authentic to me character, but it is still like a bit of a character. As a diehard theater kid growing up, so I definitely still look at it like a little bit in terms of acting. So I don't know, I've kind of just been like thinking of like wouldn't it be fun, wouldn't it be cool if I had like a little bit of lore for the character that I'm embodying in like the content I make. And I don't know, I've been like kind of shoving that idea down because like no, it'd be too weird, no one would want to watch that, it wouldn't be like, it'd just be for me and no one else. But I don't know, I think the thing like more and more that I've been learning with trying to make content and trying to get my stuff out there is that it's better to create something that I enjoy doing than it is to try and like market myself to a bunch of random people that I don't know. Because like I think inevitably there will be people out there that do enjoy like the way I tell stories and the way I create characters and think that that is like the coolest thing ever. So I think that's kind of the goal there. So yeah, that's, I don't know, a plan for a future thing. This was the best joke of my morning. Mine too. It took me a minute of like staring at it, but I figured it out. I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat player, but Saucy sure is, so. I'm still struggling with the stylization thing. I definitely want to do like some headshots or something here, but I'm getting there. It's feeling a lot better. Where would the knee go? Like right here. I love anatomy. I love doing proportions. Still make it nice and floaty. Love a good floaty pose. Don't like drawing people on the ground. It's no fun. Okay, let's get working on like the big ol' pen thingy. Ugh, hands. It's time for me to complain about hands. Maybe I should draw the thing first and then I can worry about like resting my hands on it. I think that's actually how you're supposed to draw stuff like that. I just often don't. Hello, anime person. Hi, Senso, how are you? I'm not anime enough yet, that's the problem. I'll make the end of that fancy in a minute. We're gonna draw the actual pen first. Making it more like a staff with just like the ink pen and it's a calligraphy pen, which is funny because my writing is awful. But I love these kind of ink pens. I really want to buy like a nice one of these for line art, but money's kind of a thing, and I kind of have to pay for like my education, so. How are you doing today? It's nice seeing you in chat. Like me IRL or in the drawing? Is there something wrong with the way I hold my pencil? It could make me self-conscious. Am I doing something wrong? Very wrong? What do you mean it looks painful? This is just how I hold a pencil. This is how I've done it my whole life. As long as I can write, yeah, like it's fine. I've never had any problems with it. I'm gonna turn my brightness up a little more. There we go. Yeah, it's never bothered me. How do you hold a pencil? I feel like this is pretty standard, no? I used to find that way of holding pencils super cool when I was a kid. What's normally? Well, I'm glad at least kid you thinks it's cool. I thought what I was doing was normal. I'll keep with the little sun motif. Love my sun motif. And then I'll put more little charms. Love little things that move. I need an explanation of what normally is. The pencil lies on the tips of my finger. Is that not what it's doing for me? I guess it's kind of like it rests on the top of my index and pinky finger. It's lying on the side. Okay. I see. I never really realized that that's like weird, but I guess the more you know. Hold on. Let's do something here. You have a psychological question. Oh, you hold it weird too. Okay, Saucy holds the pencil wrong too. When you write, do you look at the pencil or the paper? That's a very good question. Is it because I'm left-handed? Maybe. I'm trying to think. Like, I guess I'm not writing though, I'm drawing. Because when I draw, I definitely look at the paper and then, like, kind of just slightly at the pencil. I think I still look at the paper when I write. I think. I might have to try that. You look at the tip of the pencil? Okay. I mean, that's like where the letters are coming from, so it makes sense. There we go. I made a pull. You're gonna notice it every time you write. Yeah, I'm actually gonna like have to think about it now. I feel like I need to experiment and try now. Let's see. Let's see what I do. Oh, now I'm nervous. I feel like I'm looking more at the paper than at the pencil, but I definitely like follow the pencil as it goes across the paper, but I still feel like I'm looking like more at like the words I've already written. You just activated manual breathing mode for me when I write and I'm not happy. Oh no. Okay, Saucy holds it normal. I think the holding it like here is weird. I don't know how you do that. I feel like I have more control when I hold it with the side. That's the most normal hold. I'm gonna pin the poll. I don't like that it doesn't tell you what the thing is. Which you find weird? I feel like I'm gonna have to like talk to people I know about how they hold their pencils. Between your pointer and middle finger, like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I can't write like this. This is how I rest a pencil when I'm holding it, but I definitely cannot write with it like that. Like, that feels weird. No, am I doing it wrong still? Like, that's what we're talking about, right? That, ew, icky. Like, the body of the pencil goes in between your... Oh? Oh, like this. I see. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing it correct. Alright, yeah. Yeah, no, that's weird. I've already got graphite all over my hands. You've seen people write like that? How? I didn't talk to them after I found out? Fair. I'm pinning that, hold on. What am I drawing today? I am drawing my avatar, but in a more anime kind of style, just because I feel like it. And because I might redo my VTuber model at some point. I was talking about this earlier this week, but I'm like, I definitely have like the artist brain where nothing I ever do is good enough, and the moment, and that's a blessing and a curse. The moment I achieve something, I always look at it and I'm like, oh, I could do that again, but better. So that's kind of where my brain's at with like the VTube rig. I'm like, oh, like I really like my design right now, but I want to like change some of the rigging. I'm like, if I make myself a little bit more anime, that makes some of the stuff with the rigging a bit easier. Can you draw me a fan art? My style is pretty anime. I would love that. That would be lovely. We have an art section in the Discord too, so you're welcome to post it there. I would love to see that. I think that's the best hand we're gonna get, guys. Alright, working on it right now as I watch. Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's super cool. Keeping the outfit the same for now. Only got 20 minutes though? That's okay. I've seen beautiful artwork made in 20 minutes. There, let's get my face to track again. There we go. Okay. Now I think the hard part is gonna get it is English, hello? Is gonna be getting the pants to move properly with the pose. I hate drawing fabric. Like, I think it would technically be a pretty heavy fabric. Like, it's like a denim or a cargo material. At least in my mind's eye, that's what these pants are made of. But I also want them to move a lot, so we're gonna go with it's a fantasy world. I can do it. I can do what I want. Kind of made them like really flared at the bottom, kind of like a bell-bottom pant, which is really fun for movement. I think the pockets on the side is a feat when I'm moving. That's the nice thing about like the VTuber model, is that I only have to draw myself like standing straight up. I don't have to worry too much about like moving stuff like this. There we go, that's better. And let's give myself like my boots. I'm gonna give them a pretty like chunky platform. I think that's the way to go. Oh, my camera is really shaky today. I have to tighten all of this stuff for it, I think. Worry about it after stream so I don't like accidentally make the situation worse, because I think I've tried to adjust it on stream before and then I've accidentally like pulled my camera stand off of my desk, and that is like considerably worse than my camera being just like a little bit wobbly. Maybe I can fix it over break or something. Alright. The little charms on my gloves. I actually never remember which side each charms go, because they both have star charms, but then there's a sun on one side and a moon on the other side. And I do not remember. If I move my VTuber model up, we can see. Okay, the sun goes... Oh, I did get it right! The sun goes on the left and the moon goes on the right. Look at that. Maybe it's just, like, innately built into my memory. I just know my VTuber self that well. Oh, also, ads are starting in 4 minutes here. 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Just a little warning. Maybe I'll use the ad break to try and make my camera shake a little bit less. We can take a brief pause so we don't miss too much. Okay, let's give myself my horns. I think this, like, kind of hop pose is really cute, too, because, you know, I am at least part bunny. Well, jackalope. Same diff. I haven't shown my new VTuber design to my mom yet because I'm really scared that she's gonna think that it's like a devil design, and my mom's not really a fan of that kind of stuff. So I worry. She criticized the first VTube model for having like pointy teeth. Jeans, yeah, they're big cargo pants. Hold on. I'll stand on top of my desk for a moment. That's what my full design looks like. I look really funny this small. That's my full design. Just took a screenshot? Perfect. Well, let me put myself back on the ground. Just had like a little old demonic possession moment. There you go. I should post my full VTuber design somewhere. I don't think I actually have yet. Okay. Give myself like the new little ear bits. Oh, the experimental bunny ear ends. They kind of look like dog ears, actually, but, like, hopefully with the other context clues, they read as rabbit. I still am lost on what to do for my bangs here, though. But at least I've got everything else down. And do these cute little wispies. I do actually really like this hairstyle, guys. Hate to admit, it's really good. Actually, I don't hate to admit, I designed it myself. Proud to admit. I am just really attached to the side shave, but I guess I could always make like toggles for my VTube model, so we really can have both. This is only a theoretical redesign anyway. Maybe someday I'll be good enough at doing rigging to actually give my VTube model glasses. I put it in like I put it in the design both times I've designed my VTuber. And then both times I was like, yeah, actually rigging glasses at an angle sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I just gave up. But yeah, I don't really know if I need glasses on my model. It's kind of cute the way it is. Maybe that's another toggle option. Okay. I'm gonna grab my sketchbook so I can remember exactly the way that I drew the eyes for the concept. Because I really don't want to screw them up. You should write your ideas down somewhere. I know, I need to keep a list. I try to at least have something. I have like a little like Google Keep thing with all my stream notes, but I don't always remember to update it is the problem. Okay, don't even have to worry about my ears because we can't see them. Myself just like the tiny little nose. That's very Sailor Moon, but actually it's even smaller I think in the Sailor Moon art style, but that's good for me. I'll figure out my mouth in a sec here. The eyes are like the most important part to get right here, so we're gonna focus on that. I did say I wanted to do this with paint, and I think that is still true, but we're gonna do kind of a weird painting method because I wanted to draw the thing first. Make sure that like the design and pose were good because I can't do this kind of planning with paint. I am not really a painter so much as I just like use paint sometimes. Yeah, that mouth definitely needs to move down. And the nose doesn't look quite centered. Hi Mercer, welcome! We're drawing a very anime me today. Even more anime than usual, I guess that is. You got here like right as the ad started, so... That's like... pretty good. This sounds good. Let's look at the way Sailor Moon draws mouths again. I think most of the facial features in Sailor Moon are like very like long and tall. Like that. Yeah, like that. Adds me nothing to a loyal subscriber. We need to get your opinion on how you hold a pencil here. We've been having a little debate. Okay, my bunny teeth are still very important to me. It just helps if I draw them centered. Money. I know. Hi, Senko. There we go. Oh, are those horns? Yes, they are horns. They're like kind of crescent moon shaped. Kind of. There we go. I'm vibing with this style. This is cute. I haven't drawn all my patches yet because paint, and I'll draw them afterwards, but I think this is cute. A little bit more stylized me. I'm a fan. Let's get some paint going. Because I did promise you bright colors on the stream Sketchbook. Sarybot's a little late to the punch now. The ad break's been over for a few minutes, but thank you, Sari. I did get the ad alert set up. Excuse my paint bottle there. Getting some white paint. And we're gonna do this like a little weird, I think. You know, you could do a pull for that as well. Pull for what? What did I ask? I literally forgot. Oh, for how you hold your hand. Yeah, I have a pull up. It's through a Moobot though. I need to get a better pull bot because Moobot is kind of bad for pulls. If I hit announce it, it'll tell you that the pull exists. There you go. I really just need to look into some stream bots for this stuff. Bot research just is not my strong suit at all. So once again, we are doing something that, like, I don't think you technically should do, but, like, no one is gonna stop me because it looks good. And we're gonna paint directly into the sketchbook. I'm doing it, like, on a white base, so all the other colors that I want to show up will show up. That looks good. What's with the long string of dots there, Senko? What'd I do this time? I think this is all gonna look very nice against, like, the dark color, or, like, the toned paper. That's, I think, my favorite thing about toned paper is that you can use, like, lighter media on it, and then it looks really good, and it really, like, stands out. like the best part. Gonna try and leave some gaps through the lines. You can do a pull through Twitch. I think I did know that, and I've just been ignoring the existence of it. It's just exclamation mark pull, right? Also need to lurk. I have dinner. Sounds good. Have a good dinner. I think I actually just have the tool in my stream manager for it. I just don't have it like active yet. Oh yeah, totally. I just haven't activated the button for it yet. That's why I kind of forgot about it. Create a new poll. Well, we'll do that instead. Give me a moment. I think the one thing with Twitch polls is it doesn't let me set a poll with no end time, but that's okay. There we go. Poll is running now. A slightly better poll. Okay, let's try and leave some lines for everything when I paint, so I know where stuff goes still. I think that's what I always worry about when I'm like painting over sketches, is that it's like suddenly I'm just gonna lose everything, all of the details that I sketched out. So we're trying not to do that this time. I really want to try and find like a fun way to add predictions for art streams, but like, I don't know, art isn't really that good of a thing to make predictions on. Which sucks because I want to gamble. So if you guys have any like weird ideas of ways that we can gamble on art, you should let me know. Because maybe we'll try them out. I've added like some bigger value redeems that we can start saving up for, so I feel that gambles might be a good way to get us there. Gonna need to get a smaller brush soon. This one's getting big for some of those details in there. I think the pencil marks are kind of showing through the paint, which is nice. I think that'll help. Which is good, especially for stuff up here where it's like, it's kind of hard to pick out all the individual stuff. I'm just gonna try and make the layers a little more thin so that I can still see like my guide underneath. Although it currently looks like I'm just wearing like a white jumpsuit. I've 4 kids dubbed myself. I might just need to get the smaller pencil, or pencil paintbrush, that one. This is starting to get a little tricky. Muffin's dressed as a ghost on Halloween art. That's cute. Yeah. That's what I should do for next Halloween. I should just like make my VTuber costume like one of the ghost costumes where they just put a sheet over their head and call it a day. I think that'd be fun. Okay, here it's definitely gonna need to be thin so I can still see my features. Oh, this feels so wrong. My sketch, my beautiful sketch. Oh, also chat, it's Saucy's birthday today. You should tell him happy birthday. I'm grabbing a smaller brush. What? What's with... Is that like shocking news? Happy birthday, Saucy! Gotta text one of my friends back about what we're doing later. I said it at the start of the stream! You just weren't here yet. We're going to do... I have to be done, like, pretty much right at 1 because we're going to do an activity later. Which I would love to tell all of you about, but it's a surprise, so I'll talk about it next stream. After Saucy finds out what it is. I wasn't there, how can I know that? That is fair. I'm just saying that I did in fact make an attempt to inform people. Maybe I should have put out a Discord announcement about it or something. Very important. Today is Saucy's birthday. Yippee! Okay, I might do these smaller bits with Poscas. There's no way. There's no way that's working. Okay, you can still see my sketch underneath the paint. That is good. That I consider a massive success. Focus in on this one too. Sometimes I think I just get to really detailed points and I sit here and I stick out my tongue like an idiot and I don't say anything until it's done. It's a method that works for me, I don't know what to tell ya. Alright. Let's mix some colors. Got paint on my hand. Goody. I have the ultimate brush cleaner. A napkin from Tim Hortons. Yippee. Sticking out your tongue definitely helps since you can taste stuff too. Yeah, oh yeah, it's the real strategy. That's why my art looks so good. If you guys are having problems with your art, have you tried sticking out your tongue while you do it? I promise it helps. Where are the rest of my paints? Oh, there they are. I found them. Well done. I'm really shaking the dust now. Oof. I have the mix black for this, which... Super excited about that. Love doing that. It does, like, genuinely make a nicer black when you mix it, but I can't say I particularly enjoy trying to mix it. Especially because you can't get like pure black, but... Muffin of the bakery, what is your wisdom? Stick out your tongue for better art. It's true. Where'd it go? I dropped my paint cap. There it is. I don't think I got any paint anywhere, but... Paint everywhere is an inevitability of life with me. There we go. That actually made a pretty nice, like, deep gray black right off the bat. I'm impressed with that. A little brown, but that's okay. We like warm colors here. I maybe will do one more layer afterwards. Adjust the color a little bit. Layer it on top. See how that looks, but I think that's a good starting point right there. I will still do, like, some line art for this. I don't think I'll do it with my ink pens, because they don't particularly enjoy paint. But... I think actually I'll do it with the black Posca pen. I think that's probably the best bet. I think the problem is gonna be just like stuff on like my pants like this where it's all one solid color all the way down, just picking out the different details. Our votes are 50-50, I see. Apparently there is no one correct way. I feel less bad. I feel less weird about the way I hold it now. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of like the brown color, but I definitely want to try adding a little bit more of that dark blue. There is only one correct way. I didn't even vote. You voted on, like, the Moobot one, so it counts. From the looks of it, we're all pretty split. The correct way is whatever feels more comfortable. Exactly. I guess we can all agree to disagree. Although this is actually pretty close to the brown that I used for my tail, for my bunny tail. So I'll mix in I'll paint the bunny tail with it now. I love democracy. Paint the tail with it now, and then I'll change it a little bit for the pants and stuff. More blue. I'm worried about having to mix my skin tone. Guys, I got paint on my finger again. What do I do about this? Tim Hortons napkin. It's like a little bit funny how many of these I have lying around right now. Every Canadian has a house full of Tim Hortons napkins. This is fact, don't question me on it. Speaking of the YouTube, actually, if any of you guys are users of the dumpster fire known as TikTok, I have a TikTok now where I post some of my Twitch clips on. That's pretty exciting. They've been They've been loving that clip about me showing you guys my basement in Animal Crossing. I've been trying to collect more of like my clips and stuff for I don't sadly know, no worries. I wasn't on TikTok for like the longest time ever because it's not like a great app. Like it's fun, it's entertaining, that's just kind of the problem. So I totally get it. They're also on YouTube Shorts. I post there too. Or you can just follow me on Twitch, whatever suits your fancy. I have to leave because you got work, but thank you for this fun stream. You're welcome. Have a good day at work. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. What I also noticed from last stream, last gaming stream, because I try and remember to look at my viewer retention analytics because they're kind of important, is that people really liked the Animal Crossing segment, which is funny because I felt like I wasn't doing anything for the Animal Crossing segment, but that one had like really high viewer retention, so that means we'll need to be playing Animal Crossing on stream again at some point. Because it looked like the people enjoyed it. W. Yeah, it was a W. Problem is I didn't really notice that until after stream ended. I do not have my viewer count displayed to me when I stream, which my brother has given me shit for, but I think it's a strategy that works for me at least. Because I feel less pressure. Because when it shows you on your Twitch studio, like the viewer average, or not the viewer average, just the actual viewer count of your stream, like it's not perfectly time accurate. So I would rather just like try and be entertaining all the time than worry about whether or not I have a viewer in stream. Because then at least if I'm like fun and entertaining, right? It still makes good VODs and good clips if no one's even in chat. That's kind of the mentality I have around it. I think it helps. But that's just me though. Okay, just gotta do the other glove, and then that's all of the black I need for this. This one's kind of hidden. How would that work? The thumb would definitely be on the handle. I've gotten so good at, like, envisioning how hands work in my mind's eye. I just wish I could draw hands better. I'm gonna wait to do the collar until after I do the sun, so there's like at least a layer of yellow down, because yellow's a really easy color to cover up by mistake. And I don't want to do that by accident. What I will do is mix like a little bit of the black with some of the white I'm working with, so I have a gray for the tip of this pen. There we go. Nice little silver pen tip. I'm gonna have to let the pants dry, and then we will come back and add all the patches and stuff. I'm using full ADHD brain right now. Good for you. Love that for you. We very much feel ADHD brain around these parts. There we go. Add a little texture on the bottom of the boots there. I don't think I'm gonna do too much, like, shading. Because I don't think I have the time. It's already 11:30. The problem with knowing so many streamers is they're all live at once sometimes. Yeah, I bet. Time to watch, like, streams on 3 different tabs and try and keep track of what's going on. I wish you luck. All right, let's see if we can mix a good skin tone. 5 streams right now? Oh yeah, that is a lot to keep track of. Okay, that is definitely way too red, but we're gonna steal some white. And I really need to clean this palette. Yeah, it needs more yellow. I'm gonna use this yellow. I have a paintbrush in my mouth. There we go. That may have been too much yellow. I think I overdid it, guys. Yeah, I just turned it yellow. That doesn't typically happen. You have to use like a lot of yellow to be able to overpower other colors. Okay, we're getting there, but it's still definitely way too saturated. This is gonna make way more paint than I actually need. Let's grab some more white. Apologies for the noise and for the attack on my camera. That was an accident. Maybe we'll just mix, like, a little bit of that with the white over on this side. There we go. And a little bit more red. And a little bit more white. I don't have my palette knife here, so I'm just mixing with a paintbrush, which is less fun, but still works. That looks alright. Mixing skin tones is forever gonna be the bane of my existence. Another reason on the long list of reasons why I don't paint is like my main art form. It's like a once in a while for fun type of thing for me. Like, I'm sure I'd get better at it if I did it more often, but I also think I'd just get so frustrated. I also don't like having to wait dry times. Okay. Add the fingers. Same with down here. Those ones I'm gonna have to clean up at the end, but I think that goes for a lot of this. That's okay. I'm gonna try and paint around all the features because I know the more paint I pile on there, the harder it's gonna be to see like my sketch underneath. And I think especially for the face, I really need that guide, so we're gonna be careful. Also, I think the skin tone might still be too saturated. I might keep this just like as a base coat, and then I can come back and fix some of the features at the end. Looks a little scary right now. I promise we'll fix that. All just part of the process. I guess, what should I do next? I'll do just my top next, because that's nice and easy. Kind of lost, like, the body shape in there. Let me go back and fix that. Definitely have to bring some of that detail back with the line work at the end too. Gotta save some brown for my horns. Now I'm gonna have to make more. That's fine, I'll deal with that later. I guess let's worry about the eyes. I did make a really nice gold color here, so we'll use that. Do I have like an even tinier brush? I think I do. Not a very good one though. Maybe in my drawer? Really? Okay. Guess we're gonna have to make do with this. This is probably the thinnest one I have right now, which is not bad, but... Okay. Eyes... I'm gonna be cutting out of my VTube camera because I'm getting my face up so close. Gonna look like demon eyes for a second, and then we're gonna fix it. I'll add all the other little gold bits while I'm at it. I'm gonna have to find where I wanted that color to sit because it's kind of completely lost now. I do really like this, the big pen though. I think if /1 I get around to doing another model, this has to be included. This is very fun. Okay. And then the big sun charm. I was talking about this earlier, but I feel like I like cannot draw this thing at a consistent size. Typically I make it too big. That's typically my issue with it. Not showing up super well against the skin tone. It looks more vibrant in real life, and I think likely I'll add another coat to it to make it even more vibrant. Stand out even better. I'm trying to think of like where I'm gonna put my blue strands of hair. I'm gonna mix like a little bit of red into the skin tone so I get like a little bit of like a blush color. Because I'll put that on like the tip of my nose. And my cheeks, and I'll use it for my tongue as well. I can even get enough of it on the brush. let's blend this all out. I'll be adding some more distinct blush marks later as well. Try and block out this eye shape a little bit better. I'm gonna do all the eyelids and stuff like when I go in with the Posca marker at the end, so we're gonna have to be okay with them looking wonky for a little while. I promise it will all come together in the end. I am once again reminding you to trust the process. Funny teeth that also look really bad right now, and I'll come in and clean out, etch out a little bit with the black in a little bit, because I'll probably do that with Posca too. Okay, let's get ourselves some like nice bright red hair. Because I definitely am trying to go vibrant with a lot of the colors on this one. We just haven't gotten to the part where we have like the very saturated primaries. Okay, there we go. That's like a little bit of the processed magenta with a little bit of the processed red. So hopefully makes like a ever so slightly pinky red. It'll mostly be red. And it will be bright. As it should be. I definitely want to do some more anime hair studies in the future. Because the way I draw hair is feeling just a little bit bland to me right now. Like it's got potential, but I want to take it like so much further. Specifically, I want to do studies of the way that Pokemon trainers are designed. Like, and specifically again looking at their hair, because Pokemon trainer hairstyles are so good. They're so fun. They've always got like such interesting like shape language to them. It like doesn't necessarily like make sense with how hair works, but it looks really cool. So like, I don't know, I think that's honestly better. It gives the character a really interesting silhouette, so. I mean, I think for sure something like that would be a stream that people would watch, so I definitely would like to do that at some point. Pokemon hairstyles are always so unique. Yeah, exactly. It's like my absolute favorite is just seeing like what weird shapes they make the trainers' hair into. And I want to do that with so many more of my characters. I need that interesting silhouetting. So maybe for my little like art boot camp over the summer we'll do that. Let me just focus my camera a little bit more. It seems a little tiny bit blurry. That looks better. I wish autofocus actually worked. It would be really helpful for all the zooming in and out I did. And I think I'll just make like this whole choppy back section in the blue. Because the red and blue hair is just like baked into my brand forever. It's a part of who I am. Cannot have a Sona character without it. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's get some bright yellow now. This paint tube's kind of running out. Clean this brush a little bit better. Make the eyes kind of light up a little bit. We have once again reached a point of it looking like a little bit scary, but we trust the process and we keep going. There we go, it's looking good. Do back here too. I still haven't decided what color to make the paintbrush handle. I think maybe that also should be blue. Yeah, I like the blue. I think that's pretty good. Also been neglecting the fact that I have 2 tattoos to add to myself. I'm gonna try and correct the skin tone a little bit and then I'll worry about that. Yeah, is that what I'll do next? Maybe that's what I'll do next, is try and correct my skin tone a little bit. It doesn't need much, it really just needs to be like a touch lighter. I didn't really desaturate it enough. There we go. And this will help it be more opaque on the page too, which is also a win. Should definitely use the slightly thinner brush for this. That's on me. I'm okay with not getting, like, every single inch of the places where I've painted the other skin tone. Is like, skin has color variation to it. So, you know, just a little bit of realism in this very non-realistic piece. I think I'm gonna do my eyebrows in black. I think that'll be easier to do them with Posca pen instead of trying to do them with paint. So I think that's the move there. What else do I have to add? I guess now's a good time while I wait for the skin tone to dry to mix a little bit more brown. So that I can paint my horns. There we go. The horns are really cute. Music hype right now. Thank you. I really like this playlist, and I wasn't even showing you the horns. I think this is one of the best, like, non-copyright music playlists I've found. It's just so good. Okay, I think really the tattoo and then all the patches on my pants are all I have left to do. And the thing with my pants is I don't remember exactly what they look like, so we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna float for a minute. I'm gonna stand on top of my desk. I can't. Actually, I can just put myself in front of my desk. There we go. I'm gonna stand on my desk for a minute. So I can reference what my pants look like. Because the jeans are actually dry, so I can worry about adding all the patches. These are all probably gonna need a few layers. So good to get started now, I guess. That needs a little bit more red to it to make it a little warmer. That may have been too much red, but no, that looks nice. That's pretty close to the yellow that I have it. I think it's like most of the bottom of this leg is like a paint splatter. So we'll get all of that covered. I keep like looking around trying to find where I put my reference, and then I remember it's me, it's on my screen. I just need to look at my VTuber. I want to use brighter colors, so this paint splatter on my right leg that's kind of like more of a purpley color right now, I'm gonna make that a light blue. Partially because that's what I have on the palette at the moment, and partially because, you know, it's a little bit more vibrant. And that's kind of what we were going for here with the painting work. Okay, and then the big shooting star is kind of like on my knee. And we'd only see like the side of it. Like that, I think. Kind of a messy star, but you get the point. I think the pocket kind of sits over this, but I am maybe okay if the design goes onto the pocket a little bit. I think that might look good. And then I'm going to take this like slightly softer yellow that we made and do like the other tails of the star. And then my little pins up on my pocket. Tap them slightly so that that's not like a super thick layer of paint that we have to wait for to dry. There we go. Gonna try and just dab a little bit more paint off of them because I don't want to be here forever watching paint dry. Okay, and we'll let all of that dry. And in the meantime, I will take care of my tattoos. So I've got the dragon one that kind of wraps around my body. Which is funny, the dragon one wasn't originally in my design when I was planning my new model, but I added it last minute just because I thought dragons were cool and that a dragon tattoo would be fun. which I think is the best reason to add tattoos, especially when it's like just a virtual avatar. They're just like stickers. I can add them and remove them as I please. Okay, and then my sun tattoo is yellow, of course. And then it uses blue for that little moon shape on top, which I should have definitely waited for the yellow to dry first, but it's fine. And then the star is really tiny, and I will actually wait to do that. Then in blue, I'm gonna add these little like vines. You get like a little like tattoo walkthrough of what all the tattoos on my character actually are. You cannot tell that those are vines. I'm gonna pick that out with the pen later. I would technically need purple for this one. Let me mix a little bit of purple if I can. It's not turning purple. Oh, there we go. There's kind of a purple. This one, you guys haven't picked it out yet, is a Puffle from Club Penguin. That's the name of that game. Little guy. I'll have to draw his eyes on later, and his headphones. He has headphones too. And then I have a little flame down here. And then the other two that are on here are like a smaller version of this pen, and the one that's kind of around my wrist is a kind of just any cord. It's an aux cord. Like, it's specifically an aux cord for a guitar, but it can kind of be anything. Alright, let's go back to the patches on my pants. Add another layer of stuff. Oh yeah, the paint's starting to get thick. I think the paper's starting to be a little bit unhappy with me. We're almost done, I promise. Where are we at for time? It's 12 o'clock? Alright. I got 1 hour left to finish the sketchbook spread. That's crazy. I've left like a nice little bit down here so I could make like almost a little like comic strip. It's coming along nicely. Thank you. We also have an ad break coming in about 5 minutes, just so you guys are aware. Oh, that definitely had some yellow mixed in with it. You can do it, Paper-san. We're really leaning into the anime today. I guess I did title my stream the way I titled my stream, so I cannot complain. Okay. I might start with the line at work, and then I can just add the patches after. Because I need that paint to dry, but I don't want to be, like, sitting here doing nothing, you know? This, like, little patch of ink here, I'm not doing that with paint. I'm just gonna do it with an actual ink pen. Oh, I should probably put myself back behind my desk. Actually, no, I guess I still need my patches, so I will remain standing on my desk. It's like a talking point. Why am I on my desk? Who knows? Sometimes we just do that around here. Alright, let's color in that nice little ink blot. I think my other brush pen is actually better at coloring these things. I have two on me at any given time. Love my brush pens. There we go. That's that. Okay, let me grab the Posca pen. Nope, not that drawer. This drawer. Just need to locate where the black is. Oh, it's literally on the very top. Only two, surprising for you. I have a bunch of other types of markers, but only two brush pens. To be fair, I probably don't even need to have two. They do the exact same thing. Alright, let's try and get this hair rendering, or hair inking, nice and detailed. Let's get all, like, the fun little intricacies of the hair. I promise my highlighter bag has, like, I think at least 20 different highlighters in it right now. Although a lot of them need changed out because they're dying. You got the dragon details so clear, thank you. I do think they turned out pretty nice. It's kind of just winging it with the brush strokes and not really too worried about it. I think that, like, was a huge plus and it made it look a lot better. I think sometimes I focus so much on something that I end up making it worse because I stress too much about making it good. And then I forget that, like, my work always looks better when I keep it loose. Ads are starting right away, guys, just so you know. It'll just be a few minutes here and it helps support the channel. So I appreciate you guys sticking around for those. I haven't added the little, like, bits on my horns yet. I think I will do that with the yellow Posca pen, because that's a real tiny detail that I don't think I want to have to do with paint. I think there are going to be a few things that are going to be left up to the Posca pens because they're going to be annoying to do with paint. I'm a big fan of this hairstyle, it's very cute. Ugh, that's a little bit messy with the charm there, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, it's still cute. I don't know if I'm gonna actually line art the tattoos, honestly. I think they're kind of fine like they are there. Makes them more tattoo-like when they are just a part of the skin. I will add the headphones to the puffle, though. Alright. I can probably add the other patches to the pants now, so let's do that so I can go back behind my desk. I think that's probably a good idea. The yellow part doesn't really have that many patches visible. But I should be able to do this pretty quick here. That, we got one in the darker blue. Kind of over on the side here. And then you can't really see the gem one, but I will add it just like kind of peeking through right there. And that's all for that side. And then on this leg, we've got some red here. Some yellow here. Ish. And then I'm gonna do the writing for this little word bubble in Posca Pen. Again, because fuck the idea of trying to write with a paintbrush. But I'll do the background in like the kind of slightly darker blue. Also accidentally smudged a little bit of blue paint up there, but that's fine. Actually, no, maybe that was intentional. I can't tell because I was trying to make it look like a paint splatter. So if I did a really convincing job. I think the pins are going to be a Posca Pen project as well. And there we go. The cargo pants pockets are kind of disappearing. Bring it back a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. The patches look cool, so I don't really care if the cargo pants or the pockets are visible or not. And try not to draw too much on the yellow because some sections of it are still wet, but there we go. Outline my bunny tail. I actually really like this shape of the shoes here. It's kind of simple. More simple than I typically draw, like my feet and my shoes, but honestly, I think I like it. It looks a little bit less janky than how I draw them sometimes. Okay, let me go back on the ground. Let's go back behind my desk. There we go. I'm back where I belong. Drawing feet sucks, I know. It's definitely like up there on my least favorite thing to draw list. It's like, even trying to think about like the way like the bones and muscles like work for the feet is so gross. I hate it. Also, I don't know how I got paint there, but there was like a little bit of paint on the edge of my desk, and now it is, I can't get the angle right to show you, but it is all the way on the side of my arm. Even in basic boots, I just can't get those shape right. The shape is really weird. I do not blame you. Wouldn't be a painting stream if I didn't get at least a little covered in paint. Yay, hands. This painting thing has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. Oops. We're gonna have to be pretty quick with the rest of the spread, I think. Good thing the painting looks good. It'd be really tragic if we went to all that effort and then, like, the painting didn't even look nice. That sun is definitely really asymmetrical. Fine, it looks okay. We're just gonna accept it the way that it is. Alright, let's worry about the face. This is what I'm scared for. I gotta focus like I've never focused before. Okay, there, it's looking cute. Other eye. Oh, is my music done? I think my music playlist is over. Yeah, let's just hit replay. Okay. Eyes are looking cute. Okay. Okay, good. The face looks really good. I was so nervous. Because, like, this is the most important part. I cannot mess this up. It's very cute. I'm very happy with it. Let's get some markers to finish out the rest of the stuff. Or more positives. Alright, let's do my pins. There we go. I'm gonna add like the little blushes on my cheek. And then let's add some charms. And on my horns as well, those are important. Love the little star charms. The yellow doesn't show up super well, but still, I want to at least know that they're there. Did I have anything else I was gonna add? Oh yeah, I need to write on the one pack. It's all caps, isn't it? There we go! I'm so cute! I like it. I'm very happy. I think we must snazz it up with some paper and some extra stuff. Chef's kiss. Yes, thank you. I'm very happy with this one. Took a lot longer than a drawing for my sketchbook typically takes, but I think it was well worth it. Alright, time to pick out some paper. Once you got the details on the face, it really changed it so much. I know, right? It kind of just like all pulled together the moment I got that. I gotta add some white highlights too before I forget. Well, the details in generally, but more obviously on the face. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, I think especially with like something like that where the face like wasn't really defined for most of the drawing, getting it defined, like just like immediately everything kind of like clicks together, you know? Ugh, that was too much white. I was really happy with how that came together. I was so nervous for the face though, because I knew that that would like make or break it. There we go. Little highlights in the eyes too. Cute. Okay. Back to picking paper. I kind of do just have some red, yellow, and blue stuff in here. So let's cut that up into some little shapes and lay it around myself. I want like these kind of like triangle-y mosaic kind of pieces. So I'm gonna trim like just a ton of those and then, oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. And then we'll kind of puzzle them all together at the end. There we go. I don't think I have great commentary for this. I'm just cutting paper. It is fun, though. Kind of therapeutic, just like chopping, nipping. Alright, let's get some yellow in there, too. There we go. Got some paper chopped up. Let's just find some spots for it, I guess. I'm not really thinking much about this. I'm just gonna start sticking some stuff down. If it lays over the edge, I'll come back and chop it off in a few minutes. Because I think we're definitely gonna have some pieces like that. Well, obviously, like, that's what happened with the very first one I placed down, so... I love adding little collage bits like this to drawings of my characters. I should post this on the Discord, but I did a drawing, this is a while back, but for my school requires like an additional application after your first year to get into the character design program, so I had to do an additional application, and one of them is like a personal piece that's supposed to like showcase what like your style for like illustration and design is all about. So what I decided to do, because I am very big on like collage in my sketchbooks and kind of by extension my other work, I love stuff that gets really cluttered. I love sticking a ton of stuff on one place and seeing how that turns out. So what I ended up doing was like this really like dramatic action shot with Alistair, who is, if you're not familiar, the main character of my Magical Boy series that is still a work in progress. But I do a lot of concept for that. But what I ended up doing was I did an action shot of him, and I collaged the entire background. Like, him and, like, the villain character that is also, I'm very much still working on, were the only, like, drawn elements of the scene. Everything else, like, the background, all of that was collage. And that had, like, a similar, like, I cut up paper like this and did, like, a sort of shattered glass effect with it. And that, I think, is still one of the coolest things I've made. And honestly, I need to put it more places, because I think I've literally only ever showed it to my friends. So, if I remember, I will put that up on the Discord at some point, because I think you guys would like it. But this mosaic style is looking so good. Okay, I'm impressed. I will remind you if you forget. Thank you. I'm probably gonna be kind of busy today, but I'll try and find it so I can post it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I'm doing, like, my... I have given myself, like, a little social media kind of content creation routine for the beginning of my week now, just so I can become more consistent with, like, sitting down and actually, like, organizing all of my stuff for the week. So maybe I will do it tomorrow when I do that, if I don't get to it today. But yes, please remind me, because there is a good chance I will get doing other things and then forget that I said that I was gonna do that. I don't know if it's just me, but, like, this collage style is very much doing something for me. It is excellent. I'm a big fan of this. Why do I almost kind of want to leave some of that outside paper, like, uncut? Like, I kind of want to leave it, like, as it is there. The sketchbook doesn't really travel with me, so I could. It just sits in a drawer, so I don't think leaving the paper unsnipped would damage it. Maybe let's try that. Maybe let's not cut it. We'll lean into it. It kind of looks like I'm jumping off the page. Ah! I dropped it. There we go. I like it. It is very cute. I want to just fill up, like, a little corner there. We've got about half an hour left, which means I can probably do one more, like, simple drawing, which sounds good. I'll do that with, like, I'll do just another face shot, but I'll just do with the manga inking stuff. But look at that. I really like having the paper pieces, like, stick off the edge. I think it looks really good. So we're gonna keep it like that for now. We're gonna try. Alright, let's slide that out of here for now. And let me grab the scrap sketchbook. Careful you don't bend them. I think they should be okay for this one. It literally, like, lives in a drawer where it has lots of room when I'm not using it. So I think it will be safe. Alright. Draw one more little drawing of my head. Then we should be all good. Try and keep the eye shape consistent. That's always a problem for me. Don't really know what expression I'm going for here. Kind of just sketching. I think that's a problem with me though, if I don't really set out with like one intended expression, I just won't have anything. It'll just be a very like blank stare kind of drawing, which is like fine for getting design details down, but sometimes I want to be more expressive and I just don't plan it beforehand, so nothing really happens with it. I think for something more doodly, though, it's not the end of the world. This is just fine. I'll do a little like that, because that's always fun. Okay, trying to get the little bunny teeth in expressions like this, though, I've noticed are really hard. I know this because I struggled with it for a long time when making the PogChamp emote. We're gonna stick with it like that. Add these little wispy pieces. This one definitely won't have as much going on as the other painting, but that's okay. It's kind of just a filler drawing to, you know, help the big ones stand out a little bit more, I guess. But sticking with this, like, little theme of popping out of the page, coming out of the frame, we'll do like that. All right. Let's outline first. Little wisps at the end of the hair. That's cute. Gonna kind of have the edge of this piece of hair kind of overlapping the edge of the face, I think. Alright, let's move into some smaller sizes of pens to do everything else. I'm gonna keep this bit of line art nice and scribbly. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think the nice and scribbly is working for this one. I do love the sketchy aesthetic, even with the pens. Okay. Blocking the eyes a little bit. And then add the little star charms for the end of the horns that I just about forgot about again. And then I'll block in that kind of like square I made behind myself. Okay. My hand is like completely blocking the drawing. I'm also gonna make the background, gonna color it in to make it pure black so then the white of the paper stands out more against it. I guess it means that you won't really be able to see those little star charms that well, but that's okay. You can see the one on the other side of the head, it's fine. The other one's just like hiding behind the hair or something. There we go. Maybe I should have brought the hair out a little bit further, but it's fine. What is done is done. Get that out of the sketchbook there. I'm trying to cut around the edges of the square except for like the areas where I've put little details of myself that are popping out of that. Just so we can kind of have that extra illusion of like popping out of the comic page. I think that's good. I think that works. There we go. Very cute. Let's bring back the sketchbook spread. I'm going to trim down the side a little bit. There we are. Very cute. I'll stick that down. The tape is good for most things, but on stuff with like little edges like this, it's a little bit tricky. That's fine though. It still works. Alright, and now it is time for the most important part of the spread, which is of course stickers. We're making pretty good time. Let's sticker it up. I'm just gonna move a few things off my desk. Yeah, for the sake of, you know, keeping myself at least a little bit organized. Also gonna move myself over a little bit because I feel like I keep drifting towards the edge of the screen. Oops. There we go. Alright, sticker book. felt like I needed to make that emphasis. I think since we're doing cryptids, we need this. And I think one of these is gonna be like the perfect little bait sticker. I'll think about it. These ones were like technically the Halloween ones. There is a jackalope, but I don't know if it'll actually fit the colors of the spread, so maybe we're not using this pack. That's sad, I like it a lot. I think sometimes getting stuff that is in this like bright red color palette or like the primary color palette kind of difficult, which is like crazy to me, but I don't know. Just can't often find stickers that come in like the red, blue, and yellow. It's a little sad. Those are my colors. I guess I just have to try and find something else that has like some very bright colors going on. I think there's a sheet in here like that. Maybe it's not in this one. Maybe it's in one of the other ones. Or maybe I put it back in the wrong spot. I could not tell ya. A lot of these are a lot more pastel than I am. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm at a loss for stickers. This has never happened before. That's not good. Red alert. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. None of the stickers match. Does anyone know what one is supposed to do in this situation? Like, I don't... Everyone stay calm. Okay, no, I feel like... I at least have one sheet. Where are they? Where are they? These ones will work. We'll start with those. I think the dragon one is definitely appropriate here. The crows, because I like crows. And then we'll do one of the skulls, I think. This one. Alright, that's at least 3 stickers. It's better than nothing. I think I might have some in my sticker calendar that'll work for this. Ugh. I haven't really used anything from the sticker calendar yet because I'm trying to get through a bunch of the ones in my other ones, or in my pre-existing sticker binder, but I know there were some really, really good ones in here, so I'm gonna try and find some of those. I have one that's like very clear in my mind's eye that I remember getting that I think might work for this, but it's like I do not remember what day it was from, so we gotta do a little bit of digging, a little bit of investigating. Ooh, is it this one? Yeah, this is the one I was thinking about. I think with how bright the colors are, having some black with just like a little bit of color definitely is a good move here. The problem is just figuring out where to put them. I feel like I like so much of this that there's not much that I really want to cover up, is the other reason I'm having trouble with stickers. No, I don't really want to use that one there. I think maybe this one as well. That's all of those that I'm going to use as well. I think maybe a little bit of washi tape, but really this one doesn't need much, which I've never really created a page where it didn't really need much else, or I didn't feel like adding all these stickers was as applicable. So it feels really strange that it's like, I don't feel that it needs stickers. Like, I literally do not know what to do in that scenario. I'll add some gold. I think the gold will look nice. This is washi tape. It's like my programming has failed. I don't know what to do now. What do when no sticker? You got this, thank you. I think it doesn't need much more than that, other than I will add a date. I was gonna say I'll add it on like another triangle of paper, but I actually think I'm just gonna write it on one of these pre-existing little pieces. It is the 23rd today. There we go. I would say that we probably still have room to go even more anime. But even if perhaps we did not hit max anime today, I think this is one of my favorite spreads I've done in this sketchbook so far. This and like the Lance spread I think are going to be my favorites right now. So I'm happy with it nonetheless, and that's good. That's like kind of the real goal, is to make something I'm happy with. That's what we come on here every week trying to do. I gotta look through. I gotta like confirm this for myself. The Miku one is pretty good too. Both of these spreads are bangers, like next to each other too. Yeah, I don't know. I think just partially because of the color palette, it might be my favorite. It's really good. It's looking really good. I like it. I think we did good today, guys. Round of applause to you for accompanying me, sticking with me through the process. Round of applause to me for making a really good spread. I'll like this one. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna find another channel to raid really quick, but I do have to run because we're gonna go do some stuff for Saucy's birthday. So yes. Let me do that really quick. Do you guys have any channels you want me to raid, or should I just try and find another art streamer for you guys to go to? Ooh, wait a minute. I know where we're going. Senso's streaming, so we're gonna go raid him. But first I'm gonna say my bye-byes, and then I'll start the raid. Alright, there we go. I hope you guys had a nice stream watching me. I had a fun stream doing some drawing with you guys. Yeah, it was a good day today. Nice, short, and sweet. It feels weird. I feel like I'm ending so early now that I've gotten used to doing the longer streams. But yeah, I am going to do some work tomorrow on just planning out my week. The goal is that I'm gonna have more like shorts, TikToks, that kind of thing out. So if you want to follow those things, I do have a social link that I haven't put my TikTok into yet, but I will be doing that today or tomorrow. Yeah, and that's just where all the clips and little shorts, and I've started doing like little recap shorts for my sketchbook pages. So that's where that's all gonna go. I will try and get a bonus stream next week. I think I maybe have finished most of the homework that I need to have done, so I might have time for a bonus stream, but we're gonna see. As per usual, I will do my best to get the schedule up tomorrow, so everyone can watch, so everyone can see that, and we have like a nice record of everything that I am planning to do this week. See you later, Mercer. I hope that everyone has a great rest of your day, and a great week ahead, and I will see you all next time I go live. I am gonna have to hop out of the raid really quick, but I'll be there really fast to say hello, and then I will leave. So I'm gonna launch that raid now. I hope you guys all have a great day. See you later!